The last thing any country wants you to do is you to come here or go to their country and start milking their finances or their public funds. They do not want that. Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, where I'll be sharing with you tons of valuable information about visa applications and how to come to the UK, how to come to Europe to study, to live, or to visit. If you're new here, my name is Misskyeni. In today's video, we'll be talking about finances and financial requirements you and your partner have and must meet before you apply for a spouse visa to come to the UK. Because you'll be required by the government to prove that you can adequately maintain your family in the UK without relying on the government funds. So let's do the maths. If you're coming here just as a spouse, your spouse will need to prove to the government that they earn at least £18,600 a year. So that amount of money, £18,600, is just for you alone. If you have to bring a child with you, for the first child, your partner has to prove that they have £3,800 for the first child. That's per year. If you have two children and you're planning to come to the UK, or you're applying for the three of you, the second child, your partner has to prove that they have £2,400 for the second child. In Kenyan shillings, £18,600 will be about 2.8 million for yourself. For the first child, that will be about £570,000 per year, and for the second child will be about 360,000 Kenyan shillings. Just to give you a rough idea of how much your spouse must be earning before they bring you over. They can also prove that they can sustain you and your family. So if your partner is not in a salaried employment, for example, is not employed and they do not earn £18,600, do not worry. They can also prove that they have a cash savings of £62,500. That is about 9.4 million Kenyan shillings. I don't know about other countries. If you're watching this from a different country other than England and Kenya, I'll put the money details down below in the description box so you can change that to your currency. You can also prove that they can afford to sponsor you or finance you while you're here through self-employment or from non-employment like rental. If you have houses they're renting, so they can also prove that they get the money through the rental. So the general rule is to provide 6 months of bank statements if the partner, the one you're applying to come to live with, has been in the same employment for the last 12 months. If they have changed their employment, like they have had 2 different jobs within the 12 months, they will have to prove their salary for 12 months, probably 4 months from previous employment and 8 months from the current employment, or vice versa. If you're worried about meeting the financial requirements because your sponsor, your partner, is not earning as much money, if you're earning some money, you can combine both incomes from yourself and from your partner to meet the requirement. Also, for the sponsors who are living abroad and they're planning to bring, let's say you're in Kenya again and you've met a lovely lady or lovely man and you started your family there, and you'd like to bring them over to the UK and you've not been working or earning money from Kenya and you do not have the savings that is required, what you need to do is rush back to the UK, at least work for 6 months before you can ask them to come. But if you're staying abroad and you can meet the savings requirement, that should not be a worry. So you can always apply together with your partner and just bring them over. So after you meet all the requirements of the, what you need to prove to the government, there are still so many other costs around a spouse visa. So for example, if you're applying from within the UK, which I did, and once I did not. So if you're applying within the UK, the cost of a spouse visa is £1,033. I'll attach the currency in Kenyan money down below. If you're applying from outside the UK, you're supposed to be paying £1,523. You're also required to pay UK immigration health surcharge. This is money for the NHS so that you can use the NHS while you're in the UK. I think 625. I'll attach the correct money down below. That's just for one person. If you're applying with dependents, they also have to pay for the health care for themselves. So if it's 3 people, multiply the 600 times 3. If you're applying for dependents, their fees is much less. I'll attach those details down in the description box for you. So guys, I hope this has given you a guide to the financial requirements and also allow yourself extra costs here and there. For example, if you have to travel to do your English test, where to, sometimes you have to go outside of the country. So please stay tuned so you can learn more about the tests you should take, where to take them from, and the cost and different things like that. So please stay tuned. The next video coming up on this series will be about the English language. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do turn on the notification so you do not miss any part of this series, and also series coming up for working in the UK, things like that. Au pair video has already gone up, so if you've not watched that, please also watch that, because it's also another way people can come over to the UK and to Europe, especially au pair. You can go to different countries. You can go to Austria, Germany, France, Australia. You know, I'll be giving you details about all that. And please share these videos, because you never know who needs to hear all this information or will be helped by this information. I'm sorry, and I love you so much. Thank you so much for the amazing support, and I'll see you in the next video.